before each podcast to let
Moon Club
everybody know.
podcast number 233. YouTube version is live. The main podcast will start here in about 3 or 4 minutes, I would say.
3 minutes. All snaps. What the hell was that? We're gonna sit back, relax. We got one shot poured for the coronation of the new song.
Oh, I like it. I like it. By the way, I got a new, I meant to like have it ready to go. But this is a new, for the third phone. We can get that thing up there and figure out what we're going to do, Twitch or whatever on that. 58.
You know who's Chili Kenny?
Oh, chili?
Do you know who that is?
Chili dog?
Why do you say that?
I just liked a bunch of Moon Club stuff.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's good. It's good. Can you see it?
No.
Should water your pity.
Oh. Nice.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
A hippopotamus. Man, I don't even know what I'm smoking on. What did I get?
Are you illuminated?
I'm fully illuminated, but I can't remember what I'm putting on.
Make up a name.
Hello? Great walk.
Hello, this is the Hardcore
What's up, Wade?
Beyond his alone.
Beyond.
Beyond hello.
Here it is. Beyond.
Yeah, you know what? I think I disconnected and I forgot to reconnect it. So I can do that for you tomorrow if you want. Or if you want, you can hop off the back panel. And it should be two connectors. But hey, I'm getting ready to go live on a podcast, so I gotta go. But hit me up in the morning if you can't get it, and I'll make sure to get it taken care of. Even if I have to come out and do it for you, I'll come out there and do that. All right, let me know. I think we're over time. Sorry, I had to take
No,
that
we're
call.
all good. We are all good. You know what? Since you're here and I'm here,
Doesn't that make this?
that makes it our time.
All right, Moon Club podcast number 233, and the beginning of this podcast is going to go down a little bit different
Huh? How's
than
that?
our typical podcast because the Moon Club podcast has a new theme song.
Get
Now,
out.
Yeah.
we have,
Big news.
by the way, we should start off by saying that Jay Mecca has served us well for 232 episodes, and we applaud Jay Mecca.
And he's still invited to the Eclipse party.
Yeah, he's still invited to the Eclipse party, but you've been replaced because
There's a new sheriff in
there's a
town.
new sheriff in town, and the winner of the Moon Club podcast for Best Live Performance has been commissioned to come up with a Moon Club podcast song, and the lovely and talented Matisse Love has absolutely knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the new Moon Club podcast theme song by the lovely and talented Matisse Love.
Enjoy it, lunatics.
It's gonna get better every time you hear it. I promise you. I forgot to start the.
MJHJSJ, they got something to say. Moon Club members meeting every Tuesday. They talk about everything under the moon. Nothing is too taboo. MJHJSJ, they got something to say. Moon Club members meeting every Tuesday.
Jonathan Ariola's watching. What's up, Jonathan? Not in Tampa, I believe.
Beautiful song. That will lead off the Moon Club podcast from now indefinitely. Thank you to the
That's
lovely
an
and
innovation
talented
from Steve.
Matisse Love.
And he is our Simon of the group.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Walker Beach apartment, this is the Moon Club podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon, no something will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Adelman, Bloomers and Normal's premier realtor for the Jewett Home Selling Team of Remax Rising. And I want to be your realtor, so premature point there. And I'll hustle everybody all day, every day, and then I'll double up on Sunday just to make a point of it.
And I'll dip my nuts in marinara sauce so they can have a taste of home while they're at it.
And I've seen both of those happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he says I'll dip my pathetic little dick in marinara sauce so they can have a taste of home while they're at it.
What's the state of the moon,
It
brother?
is currently Tuesday, February 16th. It is a Tuesday, 2021. It is currently 6:04 p.m. The moon will come up it came up at 9:25 a.m. this morning, and it will go down at 10:34 p.m. tonight. So it's almost gone.
It is low on the western horizon right now.
It is currently waxing crescent. It is 23% illuminated. It is 404,395 kilometers away from us. It is 5 days old, and it's going from Aries to Taurus tonight. Whatever the fuck that means.
So that's the sign of the constellation that the moon rises in is where the constellation is. Yeah,
I guess I should look into that since I'm the moon guy, right?
yeah. It's called the precession of the equinox.
I got a question.
All right.
How is your illumination status?
How illuminated is Steve is the question.
Yeah.
Steve is fully illuminated. Thanks to that Grim Bastard by Revolution.
Revolution coming
Turk
through
tank.
again.
And that's how you cut a promo.
Yeah.
By the way, the incomparable, or I guess I'm supposed to say incomparable, Mindy Sue and I took a trip over to the new Beyond Hello at the old Slim Chickens.
Oh, no shit.
You don't even recognize the old Slim Chickens anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck that place, it's gone.
They should still serve those desserts in mason jars.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, cool place.
Yeah.
They treated us really well. We got some edibles and came back and watched Saturday Night Live. And we had a good time.
Fuck
So
yeah.
it
Was Saturday Night Live live?
Yeah, it was.
And I think that's all recreational out there, no medical.
Right.
Well, I don't know. We definitely bought recreational, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
it's not medical. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what? They should have a strain, and that, you know what they probably do, just called sex, because there's certain weed that makes sex amazing.
I think that's all we. I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
there's a sativa and then an indica, of course, right? And I
Well,
don't
there's
think
sativa, indica, hybrids. I mean,
Right.
it's so crazy. It's like anything else. It's like, for example, we started out on this earth with one breed of dog. You
Right.
know, one breed of
A
canine.
wolf, with a wolf. A wolf.
And we've got what we got now. And just do the same thing with weed. We started out with one. We got so many different strands, so many different variants, do so many different things,
Humans
help
are pretty
so many
creative.
people.
So that's what we call selective breeding.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's what we've
It's
done with
it's
dogs.
it's GMOs, right?
That's how you get. It's not GMOs.
No, it's a
different.
genetically modified organism, which is exactly what the different types of dogs and the breedings, the different types of trees and leaves.
I hate to correct your science, but it's not.
Steve?
I mean, I defer to the GMO sounded genetically modified, but is that not like scientifically done?
It's got a stigmata attached to it because of you know, what is that?
So here's the difference.
Monsanto's?
With dog breedings, we're not modifying the genes. We're selectively breeding them. So we're breeding out
that's
traits.
just semantics.
So what?
Well, no,
yeah,
it's not.
that's the
When
only
you're
thing.
talking
I
about
was saying.
genetically modified, you're talking about like scientists in a laboratory. We're just talking about selective breeding.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
hey, you know
I
what?
get what Austin's saying though. Tit for
I'll do
tat.
some research, and maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Can
But
we ask
You can.
Austin talks to Echo.
Echo? What is the definition of a genetically modified organism?
According to Wikipedia, a genetically modified organism is any organism whose genetic material has been altered using genetic engineering techniques. The exact definition of a genetically modified organism and what constitutes genetic engineering varies, with the most common being an organism altered in a way that does not occur naturally by mating and/or natural recombination. By the way, I can learn your voice to improve your Alexa experience. Would you like to try it?
Echo, can we talk about this later?
Welcome to the Alexa Prize, a
That-
university
Echo,
competition
stop.
to...
That Echo's not connected to my account, right? No, I'm just asking. If you want to set her up to your voice, that's fine. But don't fuck with my
No,
other.
no, I won't. I won't.
Okay, so you realize now you're wrong, right?
No,
Because she said except for breeding.
Except for breeding.
did she, are you serious?
Yeah,
Was that the
that's
right
right.
thing
That's
she
right.
said?
again.
She did.
No, we
She
don't need
did
to do
say
it.
that.
If she said that, then I believe you.
But that is one of the most successful Austin Talks with Echo that we have had. On
Yeah,
the
it
podcast.
wasn't a complete train wreck,
Should I take a bow?
and I don't think you hit.
I
it
think
once.
you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I got rid of those.
All right, now I had some stuff saved up since last week. Last week we had to take off because I had to show some houses. But there
Well-
are some.
Yeah.
There were some significant things that happened in the Super Bowl that I wanted to talk about. This is one of them. This is an incomplete pass from Patrick Mahomes, and I want you to watch the angle that he threw the ball. And they're saying online, Twitter, whatever, Tumblr, whatever you're listening to, that this is probably the greatest incomplete pass ever thrown.
No shit.
And
Dude,
by the way, it hit the guy that he was trying to throw it to in the hands.
dude, I've heard some people say this is one of the greatest Super Bowls of all time. Would you agree with that?
No, it was a blowout.
Okay.
It was fun to watch.
It was,
Um,
well, apparently the people down in Florida really liked it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
of course they did. All right, scrambles.
Wow.
He's running.
You gotta get rid
Okay,
of that
look,
shit.
he's on the 30-yard line. He's flat. He's flying like Superman. Throws
Oh,
it
shit.
30 yards. He hit the guy in the hands. Let's watch it again, okay? Scramble, scramble, scramble. By the way, the ball was hiked on the 11-yard line. He's back at the 30. He's horizontal to the ground. He
Oh,
throws
shit.
it. It hit the guy in the hands. We'll watch it one more time. Scramble, 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 scramble. He's back at the 30-yard line, 34-yard line at one point.
Right, it hit him right in the hands. Dude, that guy from New York would have fucking caught that. Remember he caught that one with 3 fingers?
Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that would have caught it, and quite
I
frankly,
think I
there
could-
was a lot
I
of
think I could have
drops
caught
that
it.
should have been caught.
To be
You
fair,
might have.
it was tipped. It was tipped right before
Yeah.
it hit it, and so he didn't quite have it. I mean, it was a very difficult catch, but
What's up, Mr. Braun?
it hit the guy in
What's
the
up,
hands.
Michael
Like,
Olsen?
it was right there.
Right? It's like
Mr.
playing
Trophy,
just the
we'll
tip
see
game,
you.
right?
Yeah.
It seems to me, for the amount of money that they get paid, that it wasn't too inconceivable for us to think that they should come down with that.
It was a
catch.
catchable ball.
Yeah.
It was a
I agree.
catchable ball.
And there was many catchable balls that he threw
Mahomes did, yeah.
that
Yeah.
were incomplete.
He should have put Gorilla Glue in his hair. I mean, his fingers.
Exactly. Hair or fingers.
We should have had that girl.
Yeah.
By the way, she finally got it out. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's some
Does she have
cosmetic
hair left?
surgeon.
No, yeah, she has hair left too.
Surprise.
And by the way, I think the perfect outcome to that scenario would be that she.
Has hair.
She never threatened to sue Gorilla Glue.
Well, no, but she should be the spokeswoman.
What's
for
up, Craig
Gorilla Glue,
Murray?
Right?
Oh yeah, that would
Gorilla
be
Glue should
awesome,
hire her
wouldn't
as
it?
a spokeswoman. Like, look, don't sue us. You got a job.
Right.
For the
No
next 10
kidding, no
years,
kidding.
you're the Gorilla Glue
Dude, you
spokeswoman.
know what? I think is that your theory?
I mean, other people have said it. I'm
Yeah.
not the first one to say it for sure, but
Yeah.
that would make sense, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right,
That's
so
kind of
Everybody wins. I like I like those situations.
Yeah. what did you say, Steve?
I probably shouldn't have said it.
She made everybody in the world talk about Gorilla Glue at once.
Yeah.
She's already
They
been
even did a
spokesperson.
Saturday Night Live skit about it. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, Big Gorilla. We got Big Gorilla, and we're gonna bring Big Gorilla into the courtroom, and we don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe Big Gorilla gonna tear up the whole courtroom. I don't know.
Is that Tracy Morgan?
I was definitely doing the Tracy Morgan voice. I don't think it was.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, Tracy Morgan was in there. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Dude, I guess
It's not, he
I
shouldn't
guess that black guy that's got his new TV show is like the longest running SNL cast member.
Keenan?
Oh, Keenan. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it was Keenan. It wasn't.
It was Keenan, okay.
Yeah, it was.
But I can see Tracy Morgan in him a little bit.
By the way, Keenan Thompson, right?
Yeah.
I bet Tracy Morgan seen himself in him too.
Here's the thing: when Keenan Thompson joined Saturday Night Live, he wasn't that good.
No.
He wasn't funny. He was just like a bit character. But
Well, he
he's
came from
become-
Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah, he's become a legitimate
Yeah.
sketch comedy. I mean, he's good now.
Dude, he's one of
He
those
really
people
is
that
good.
I just look at and laugh.
And by the way, same thing with
Pete Davidson.
Pete
right?
Davidson, yeah,
He's
I
getting
like
better.
Pete
He's
more
getting
now.
better.
Yeah.
Right?
He
Yeah.
lost the weight.
You know what? I like Pete. I like Pete.
I never didn't like him. I just said he wasn't funny.
Right.
On
Well, he-
Saturday Night Live.
And he was
just got
always
that
breaking
face,
character, you know?
Yeah. But he's become funny. They did a skit this week where he was a gummy bear character. Like,
Yeah.
He reminds me a lot of Butthead.
yeah.
He's got that
You know
face.
what? You know what got me to respect Pete Davidson was that was it King of Manhattan, that movie? It was like,
Yeah.
it was gripping.
King of Staten Island.
King of Staten Island, of course.
It
Yeah.
wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Bill Burr carried that movie in my opinion. But
Yeah, he carried Mandalorian too, huh?
no, he was in there for like 3.
I think Baby Yoda carries Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gina Carano's not going to carry Mandalorian anymore.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised to see her come back because I think she was just canceled way too fast.
I mean, the tweets that I read that, and I don't know.
Were they
like,
offensive?
There might be different tweets that I don't know about, but the tweets that I read, I'm like, I've seen a lot worse. Like, it's
right.
not that bad, but
Yeah, she's no Roseanne Barr, you know.
I don't even think what Roseanne Barr said was that bad.
Oh,
I mean, by the way, she's a comedian. She's trying to be funny.
right.
She didn't know Valerie Jarrett was black. She thought she was Egyptian or something.
Right, and she did have the exact same haircut as that girl from Planet of the Apes.
Well, and here's the thing too. People need to dust that shit up and pick themselves up because it's not that serious. Let people live their lives and you live your life. I'm sure that really, I mean, how many people actually was like, oh, I can't believe what Roseanne said. I can't go on with my life unless she loses her job.
Right. It's so ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
so ridiculous. Like, oh, we've got to get her canceled. Like, cancel culture is
It's thriving right
cancel
now.
culture needs to be canceled.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't think anybody is really offended by what Gina Carano said. I
Right.
think they're just like, oh, we can get some points here. We can force Disney, if a bunch of us,
Say we're not going to spend our money with Disney.
yeah. And
Yeah.
by the way, we're all
Threaten with
these like,
money.
we're all these young,
20 something.
what do they call,
Snowflakes.
snowflake? What
Did
are
I-
the
did
youngest
I say
called?
that?
It's not
Sims?
we're Generation X. What are
We're
we?
Gen
what are-
X?
If we're Gen X, what are they? Ba-
Millennials.
Millennials.
Millennials, that's what it is, yeah.
They're really good at social media and shit, and like
Yeah.
creating like controversies, and like these companies are like, oh, we don't want to fuck with this at all.
Right.
We don't want to fuck with this. Like, get rid of her. Get rid of her. Right?
Yeah, you know, Marilyn Manson's done too.
He may
Yeah, but-
deserve to be
Yeah.
dead.
He
Yeah.
might. I'm
I
not.
think so too.
I'm not.
I take
I'm
that.
not. I'm not gonna plant my flag on that hill and defend that
I take
motherfucker.
the girls' side. Which actress was that?
I don't know. Jenna Jameson.
Adorable little.
This is my thing with those people, though. You were with him, you stayed with him. Once he showed his freak side, you had a choice to leave.
Yeah. And a lot of them did though.
Yeah,
To be
granted to their,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
I'm not surprised that Marilyn Manson
No.
was a freak.
Right.
I am surprised
He
Armie
wrote
Hammer.
songs about it.
I'm surprised that Armie
Hammer.
Hammer was that.
He's-
That's a little more shocking to me.
What's up with the cannibal fetish?
I don't know.
It's
Like, hey, I like short ribs. I like New York ribs. I like St. Louis ribs. I just don't want to eat my
People,
girlfriend's ribs.
yeah, that's
like,
not.
no. I mean, I'll lick them
So,
from the
let's-
outside, from the
Let's
outside of the body.
elaborate
Right,
on the
right.
little Army Hammer. So what's the detail there?
He wanted to have his girlfriend actually remove
Apparently-
a rib so he can cook it and eat it.
A rib.
Yeah.
Isn't that like in the Bible, they're made from one of our ribs?
I don't know if he was going like with biblical reference. I would really like to think that he just thought he was being funny, but I have no idea. I don't know
Right.
what
Yeah.
the reference
It,
is.
it,
or
it
whatever.
looks pretty solid. I've actually watched a podcast about that. And
Yeah, I mean, there's not just one person saying that he said
Right.
this to them. There's
Yeah.
numerous people that have.
So that's like his thing, like, hey, I'd like to have one of them ribs. Because I remember on The Office, Dwight Schrute, he had like 9 3/4 horses because he figured out a way to get a hamburger out of each horse or something,
a pound of flesh.
I don't think I've seen that episode.
so to speak, yeah. I mean,
You know what? You saw how big my dog Lucy was, right?
yeah.
230 pounds at her greatest.
And did you know what? A three-legged dog, take any one of those legs, they get along just as good.
Well, yeah, like dogs.
If you
figure
take
out how
two,
to
though-
survive. So same thing with kids. Like
Yeah.
if they're missing a limb or something, they just figure out how to do it.
Right.
Like if one of us at our age, at our advanced age, would lose a limb,
Advanced
we're-
age, hold
we're
up
fucked.
here.
We're fucked.
Yeah, take my left.
Well,
Take
you'd
that
be
one.
all right. You'd still be able to control the YouTube remote with one hand, though. I think you'd be all right.
Yeah, but
Netflix
you couldn't
remote.
masturbate with the other.
Good point.
You would have, never mind.
All right.
We'll go there.
So,
Speaking of the Super Bowl, because we're still on Tom Brady.
yeah. So we're a week behind. So I've got some fun stuff. And this has been probably fucked out by now, but Tom Brady and Gronk and the rest of the team, they're out on boats in the harbor of Tampa Bay. I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie. This looks like a great time.
Right?
They're throwing the Lombardi Trophy from boat to boat.
This trophy, we'll see here. Oh man.
Okay, I want you to watch the little girl sitting behind him right there, and that's his daughter. And I'm gonna show you another angle where you can actually hear what she's saying after this. But this looks pretty fun, and Tom Brady's fucked up, and he probably had like 2 beers because he doesn't drink at all.
Right?
Right? So here we go.
We'll see here. Oh man. Oh. Wow. Oh. They
Throw it
got
around
it.
like it's a Budweiser. Oh, right now.
That was the most important catch of the season right there.
Well, he's the quarterback.
Yeah. They did a skit
He
on Saturday
gets
Night
paid to
Live.
throw shit.
I think it was Mikey Day, I think, played Tom Brady, and they're like, yeah, people were mad I threw the Lombardi Trophy, but, you know, it's got a football on it, and I am a quarterback, so I feel like,
Chris Godwin, Gronkowski, and Mike Evans on board that boat there. They just passed off the Lombardi Trophy.
You know, if it would have dropped in the
Incredible.
water, they just would have went
And we
back.
got that close
Gronk
to
would
it.
go get it. They said it was like
Thanks,
15
Captain
feet
Lou.
deep. Come on.
Freedom Boat Club.
You know, and I've
If the
always.
Lombardi... Sorry, go ahead. Steve.
No, go ahead.
I would
I
have
was
liked
gonna
how
say,
he got it.
if the Lombardi Trophy is 15 feet deep in water, I'm going to get it.
And I've said this time and time again that Rob Gronkowski is probably living the best life on the planet.
Yeah, I would like to be Rob Gronkowski for a day.
Yeah, I mean, or longer. I mean, he's definitely living his good life. And I heard some stories about his college days at ASU with him and his brothers, how they bought a house. And I mean, this guy he's living his best life and has been for a while. You know, and he don't care. No one's going to cancel Gronk.
No, he can't be canceled because he doesn't give a shit. Because
No.
he's not going to apologize. By the way, he retired. He was ready to be like done with football, right? He didn't want to come back, but Tom Brady's like, hey, we got one more run down here in Tampa Bay. And he's like, all right, Tom, you haven't steered me wrong yet.
Robbie
so,
G.
Let's do it. All right, here is the angle from behind Tom Brady when he threw the trophy. And listen, you can hear his daughter saying, no, Dad, don't do it. It's priceless. I'm gonna play again.
What's he say?
No.
All right, so this is the angle from behind Tom Brady when he throws it, and I showed you his
It
daughter.
looks further, doesn't it?
Well, I showed you the little kid sitting right
Right.
behind him. Now you can hear what she's saying. She's like, "No, Dad, don't do it." By the way, that kid will remember this day for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
All right, he'll play again here in a minute.
If anyone has earned the right to throw the Lombardi Trophy, it is Tom Brady.
Yeah, he's like, even if it drops in the water, I've got 6 more of them at home.
Yeah,
Yeah, no shit.
and my thing.
It's like,
is-
you know, let's don't take it so serious.
Exactly. And my thing is we are in the midst of greatness, and I truly have hated this guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I'm a Bears fan, and because the last time we went to the Super Bowl, another Hall of Fame quarterback whooped our ass, Peyton Manning. And so, you know, I'm a little bitter about Tom, but I actually enjoyed him winning this Super Bowl.
I'll say the same thing about like Conor McGregor when he first came into the UFC and he was such a loudmouth. I'm like, fuck this guy. I keep hoping he gets knocked out, right? And then he just like kept winning and like he was
Right.
undeniable. And at some point I'm like, fuck it. Like I just got to start rooting for him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fucking Stone Temple Pilots in their first album. Just kept coming out with good shit.
Exactly.
I thought they
like
were a
Stone
Pearl
Temple
Jam,
Pilots.
but at first, but Tom Brady, motherfucker's handsome as fuck too.
STP had more of a Soundgarden sound though, right?
Yeah. I thought this time just
And
like Pearl
I
Jam.
feel so much depends on the weather.
Where you going for tomorrow?
Yeah, it
And I'll
sounds
see
more Chris Cornell. But I get, touche.
the things I might have said, or would you even care?
And I'm feeling.
Awesome. Where you going till tomorrow?
No, I guess that was
He's gone way too soon, as long as Chris Cornell as well.
right.
Yeah,
Scott Stapp? No.
No,
Scott. Wyatt?
Wyman.
Wyman, yeah. Okay, so
Scott Stapp was Creed, yeah.
since we're done with the Super Bowl now, and I apologize for bringing that back
You
up,
mean
but
the big game?
you're right, the big game. I meant like super, like a bowl. Of
Yeah,
dip.
like a soup or
Dude, that guy,
in a bowl.
look at those fucking ears.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about COVID, and let's talk about why schools aren't open. And I think Marco Rubio makes a pretty good point here about the teachers' unions.
Is he New York?
So, yeah.
Children learn virtually now. Parents across the country have helped their children learn virtually from home, but the challenges have been immense, and the damage to our children has been catastrophic. But I think there's light at the end of this tunnel. Leading experts at the CDC are now recommending that America's schools be reopened as soon as possible if all the precautions are being taken. There simply is no substitute for in-person learning, and now the science is telling us it can be done safely once again. Congress has provided tens of billions of dollars for public K-12 schools, and yet in some places teacher unions are asking for funding while refusing to get back into the classroom. And frankly, that's just wrong. While unions fight to stay
Those
home,
are
our
pretty
students
fucking badass
keep
ears,
falling
He's got some
behind.
badass ears,
If the school
right?
refuses to
He looks
offer
like a
students an
dragon with
in-person
wings.
option by April 30th of 2021, 100 days into the new Biden administration, their federal funding should be rescinded and directed to school choice and the reopening plans of schools that are prioritizing their students' needs. I'm filing a bill that's going to do just that. It's time for every elected official
It
to
looks
take
like
a
a World of
stand,
Warcraft.
to side with science and
Yeah.
with the future of our children's education.
All right, now
I know we can hear you.
right. I hate to politicize this, but there's something going on. There's something going on with the teachers' unions, and they don't want to go back into the classroom. I don't
You
know
know
what
what,
it is. I don't pretend to know.
Rubio is. He's also in trouble for fudging the COVID-19 nursing home numbers.
I thought that was Cuomo.
Yeah, that's Cuomo.
Okay.
Cuomo, governor of New York.
Does
Yeah.
Cuomo
Will probably not
rhyme
be
with
elected again.
Lomo?
No.
Bomo?
So there's two Cuomos. There's Cuomo governor and there's Cuomo CNN, and they both look about the same.
Right?
The CNN correspondent got busted for like lying about having COVID, or I think he did have it, but he like had this big emergence out of his basement where he was supposed to be like quarantined for weeks, and
He had a bunch of porn stars over.
no, I think like a week before that there was he had ran into a guy on a bike with his car or something, and he wasn't in his basement at all. Like he was out and about doing stuff. But you know what? In his defense, he said like his producer like kind of told him to do this whole big emerging from the basement thing. But whatever.
I'm from the basement. So would that be fake news?
I don't know. I always get him and Frodo Baggins mixed up.
Yeah.
So you know who actually coined the phrase fake news?
Trump?
Hillary.
Do you think it was Hillary?
Yeah.
I think it goes back to SNL.
Well, talk to Echo.
Who's the
Echo. Who coined the phrase fake news?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Vladimir Putin.
Wow. That's an ironic.
Wow, that's
twist.
that's
That's
exactly
got to
not
be
what
fake.
I thought.
It must be fake.
It's a deep fake. Deep
I was
fake.
thinking Norm Macdonald.
Maybe. All right. So in Texas, when it snows,
Is that Texas?
Texas. What did I say?
You said Texas. But I said, is
Motherfuckers
it Texas?
don't know how to drive. So this is a 100 vehicle pileup in Texas, and
It was an ice storm, though, correct?
yeah, and apparently this is like it looks to me like there's like two major highways, and then like there's this one that kind of like one in the middle. In the middle, it goes down, and apparently the ice started forming on this downslope, and it was just, it was like throwing a bowling ball down there. And once you were on this downslope, you couldn't stop.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Jesus, there goes another one. Oh! Boom!
I love the people that's just videoing it.
Well, yeah. What else are they gonna do?
Maybe warn everybody.
They're on another part of the highway though.
How do they know which way we're going?
Good point. Look at that. Look at all those cars.
For many of us, this is a career event. Many of us have been in this profession for a very long time. We train for this type of a scenario, but you never really expect it to happen.
It's a scenario.
It's a perfect storm.
All right, we're training for the 100-car pile-up again, everybody. When do they train for that?
Look at that shit. 6 people died.
I can believe that.
You know, within an instant, it was,
he's gonna crash into
it went from wet to ice.
Holy.
They don't have salt trucks in Texas, by the way.
Even for the first responders here, walking is treacherous.
Yeah, they didn't know what the fuck to do. Somebody from Duluth would have understood what was going on. You know?
What are we talking about? Duluth? What are we talking about?
Somebody from Minnesota or northern state.
Oh, yeah.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, you just don't lift your feet up. You just kind of like skate
Yeah.
down there and you're fine. You don't have to like act like it's a big deal.
Yeah, I had to do that the other day on the way to work. It was icy, so I skated my way to work. It's what you do, right?
Yeah.
You skate, yeah. Through the fucking tulips.
Steve walks from Walnut Street over there up to Schooner Street on Grove Street every morning.
No shit.
Well, not every morning, but every morning he works.
Every morning, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. It was a negative 22 wind
Did
chill.
your insurance agent call you?
No, I called him back today. I still got his voicemail.
And he said, "Fuck you." JK. LOL.
All right, so moving on. Gina Carano got canceled, right?
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit.
I
I think. I don't know what she said.
mean, the tweets that I read aren't that bad, but I'm leaving open the possibility that I haven't seen the tweet that was actually offensive.
Right.
I don't know, because I haven't had a lot of time to spend it with it. But, go ahead.
It should not matter what she said. I mean, we are now living in a cancel culture society. Whatever happened to, we live in a society where somebody can do a million good things. They say one or do one bad thing.
Just
They're
like
known
one
for
dick.
that one bad thing.
Yeah.
And that's just not fair. I mean, it's kind of like innocent until proven guilty, guilty until proven innocent. You know what I mean?
I'll even go further to say that, like, all of you snowflakes who we call millennials that are out there, like, wanting to pounce on the people, like, once they make one mistake, the mob's gonna come for you eventually. Like,
Yeah.
what we're creating right now is this mob mentality that, like, once you make a mistake, everybody attacks.
And what do they
Right.
say? If you live in a glass house,
Don't throw stones or rocks or bridges or drive down an icy highway.
Yeah, just don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
But
Drunk texting.
and I talked
do
about this on the Moon Club podcast many times before. The one thing you don't do is
Is
apologize.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I'd like to apologize to absolutely no one.
The two-time champ doesn't apologize to anybody. So Dana White doesn't apologize to anybody, and he even doubles down and calls Ariel Helwani, what does he call him? A sissy or something? I don't know.
Karen?
We'll find out. We'll find out together.
I was gonna say we will find out. We will find out.
Is he still back in
The island.
the girl from Menlar?
In Asia, we're going to stack it with the proper fights for that market.
Thank you.
Yep. Good? Yep.
Have you gotten the vaccine yet?
Have I what? Have I gotten the vaccine? Possibly.
thanks.
That's a yes.
Oh, I was just wondering, Gina Carano, she's been in the news lately, and I know the UFC's basically had more of a stance of letting the fighters speak their mind. I was just wondering what your thoughts were on that.
Leave Gina alone. You know, listen, we make mistakes. We all make mistakes, you know. For everybody to go in on her. I love how Ariel Helwani made it all about him. It was all about him. Such a douche. But, yeah.
Any more details on the potential lightweight
It was a
tournament
douche.
that you
Yeah,
mentioned?
no, we don't have anything done yet, but, you know, if you look at number 1 through number 9, number 9 being Paneo, who was very upset last week and felt like he should be talked about, and he's right. So, number 1 through number 9 is all, you know, the baddest dudes in the world in that division. So, we'll start putting those fights together soon and determine who gets to fight for the title, vacant or Habib.
How much is Dana White worth?
A lot. Yeah, because he
What would you
sold
guess?
his company,
$500,000?
and then they hired him. Half a what?
$500 million?
He sold the company for what? $2 billion.
I think
Okay.
he bought it for $1
Now, hold on.
million.
Dana White never owned the UFC. He was a 10% shareholder.
Okay.
But, he, I mean, he was in on the ground floor, and when the Fertitas sold it, I think they bought it for $2 million, something like that. But they
Right.
sold it for, I think, $4.62 billion or something like that.
Right.
So, if you take 10% of that, I don't know, he's worth a fucking lot of money.
Why don't you ask Echo? And this is the second.
Echo,
I'm gonna guess he's worth like
how much is Dana White worth?
400.
Dana White is worth an estimated $500 million US, and he
Half a
received
billion.
a salary of
Yeah,
$20 million US.
That's not a bad salary.
No, he's doing all right. He probably doesn't have to work again if he doesn't want to.
No, no.
No, he can live out his life.
Yeah.
And you know what? If he's eating mac and
500
cheese,
times.
it's just because he wants to.
Right? Absolutely.
Probably just eating more.
He's like, what's this, ramen noodles?
Maybe he's eating ramen noodles because he wants to.
Carve up.
Yeah. I always heard people saying like I had to eat ramen noodles when I was in college because
Well, that's
I didn't have any money. I'm like, yeah, but I eat ramen noodles now.
right. I'm fucking rich.
Well, I'm
Just
not
my
rich,
Doge
but-
coin.
What'd you call it?
Dope.
Doge coin?
Duke. It's douche coin.
It's Dogecoin.
Doge? Oh, so is it German?
No, D-O-G-E coin. Dogecoin.
It's like dog?
D-O.
I don't know why you have so much problems pronouncing names
Dougie?
like Abella Danger and like Jocko Willink or whatever, but
IP Freely.
yeah.
I might be slightly retarded.
Harry Balzac.
So this is labeled as the latest COVID-19. Oh no, this is the stimulus checks, and who exactly will get stimulus checks? So let's explore that, shall we?
Question on everyone's mind: when are we going to even see those stimulus checks? Negotiations are underway as we speak, but lawmakers are facing a roadblock trying to decide who will be eligible. Now, under President Biden's plan, individuals making more than $100,000 or couples making more than $200,000 will not get checks. But that is double the threshold proposed by Republicans. Tonight, the White House press secretary says that President Biden is open to discussing the limits, but not the money he wants to send to American families. The final relief package is just weeks away from passing. The White House wants it to be ready by March 14th. That's when unemployment benefits run out.
All right, so let me say this. It seems like the opposite of what it should be, in that the Republicans are saying, look, if you're making $100,000 or $200,000 for a couple, you don't need this $1,400
Right.
stimulus check, and they want to take it down to I think like $40,000 or $50,000. It should be the people that need the stimulus checks, right?
Agreed.
Agreed.
So, I don't know. The Democrats are supposed to be the party of the people. Like,
Right.
hey, let's get these people that need the money. But right now, they're the ones that are holding this up, saying that like we need to give this.
No shit.
$1,400 to people that make up to $100,000 a year.
Right?
200,000
Bullshit.
for a couple.
It's bullshit, right?
Kennedy's party,
Yes.
the Democrats.
Yeah, but it's not Kennedy's party
No, not anymore. Big business as usual.
I mean, you may as well call it Abraham Lincoln's party. Well, he's a Republican, but whatever.
The founder of the
So,
Republican Party.
I found something interesting I heard on the news that San Francisco is wanting to cancel the George Washington School and Abraham Lincoln School, but they're wanting to name the school after Kamala Harris.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
She's been oppressive to
To a lot of people, I think her being a lead district attorney or state's attorney
Yeah.
in California, and she pushed a lot of bills that put a lot of people in.
The thing I
They're doing it
like
in
most about Kamala Harris is Tulsi Gabbard taking her down out of the Democratic race.
She did, didn't she?
She fucking fucked her up, dude.
Chopped her at the knees.
Yeah.
And
And
she
people
couldn't
are-
do nothing.
I'm gonna say something really politically incorrect right now.
Uh-oh.
People are really excited about having a woman as vice president. We should be looking at the woman who was actually vice president, right? Or the person, not even the woman, the
Right.
person who was actually vice president.
It'd be president within a year.
It's not, or 2 years. I said 2 years, but she's not a good person. She really isn't.
Right.
It's all about character.
Tulsi Gabbard was the best candidate. Tulsi Gabbard, in my opinion, Tulsi Gabbard and Andy Yang were the best. If one of those would have,
And Buttigieg.
and by the way, they could have beat Trump straight up. I think they could have because they would have offered enough.
Right.
The Democratic National Convention is dirty, man. They fucked Bernie Sanders twice. And
he still
anybody
backs them.
anybody who says that they didn't, let's debate that.
Yeah.
Because they did. They definitely did.
And
It's dirty
I
politics.
would not debate against him because he is a master debater.
Masturbator. You had an extra syllable in it.
Debate. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Have Sonny Garcia back on.
Yeah, we should have Sonny Garcia back on again. All right, what else we got? Let's get off of politics for a minute.
Yes.
This 10-mile wide object they
That's
have
what
just
she said.
rediscovered.
Scientists have been pretty sure.
They're re-examining what might have actually killed the dinosaurs.
A reset switch.
Scientists have been pretty sure that a giant cosmic object which crashed to Earth 66 million years ago was the cause of the dinosaurs' demise. But now, after years of debate, a new study touts to have finally figured out the origin of that deadly object. Not coming from an asteroid belt, but from something else entirely. According to researchers from Harvard University, the object was actually a comet, originating in the Oort cloud, a field of debris at the edge of the solar system. The researchers say that tidal forces, or the gravitational fields from large objects in space, in this case Jupiter's gravitational field, caused the event. As the comet passed by the sun, there was likely a discrepancy in gravitational pull on the sun-facing side of the comet compared to the other, causing Jupiter's gravitational field to pull a 10-mile wide piece of the debris field out of its orbit, sending it on a collision course with Earth, eventually causing the 93-mile wide Chicxulub impact crater off the coast of Mexico, and of course the demise of the dinosaurs, along with 75% of all life on the planet. The experts are now looking to test their theory by observing smaller fragments, hopefully getting a chance to see some of them making their way to Earth, all the way from the Oort cloud.
Bullshit.
I know, when I hear shit like this, I'm like, okay, how do you know that? Like, you're gonna have to show me some charts. You're gonna have to show me some, like, historical data on, like, how shit floats around out in the solar system, let alone the universe, right? Like,
Right.
did you really track this thing from, like, the Oort cloud and figure out that it, like, orbited Saturn for a while and then crashed into the, like...
Well, you know they can track things like that by using Newtonian math. Because everything's pretty predictable.
Yeah. Until you
Yeah.
get down to actually where it came from.
I think it's called an educated guess.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean,
science is, right?
They're never gonna know.
Like that cigar that floated into through our solar system.
Oh, your mama,
yesterday.
mama?
A mama mao,
Mao?
mao mao, mao mao mao.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, but I wish we had have seen that thing coming, but we only saw it going, right?
Right.
I think they
They tracked it. They tracked it.
from
Again,
since
entire-
it entered the solar system. Right?
And once again, Newtonian math. That's how they knew it came from
Go ahead and explain.
outside of our solar system.
Explain
Yeah,
to us
but-
plutonium man.
They didn't see it visibly
Pragmatics.
until it was on the way away from
Okay,
Earth
okay.
already. But they did figure
Yeah,
out
it
where
did
it came
speed
from.
up, too.
Yeah, because it came from behind the sun, so we didn't see it.
Like, damn, where'd this shit come from?
I don't know, the sun was in my eyes.
Oh shit, I can't see nothing. Don't look directly at it. That was interesting.
Right.
I just don't
I'm
believe
intrigued.
it though.
What do you think about the new White House press secretary?
I think she's a ginger, so she doesn't have a soul.
She's definitely the best looking press secretary in a while, right?
I don't know. Trump's was hot.
Which one?
The blonde,
What was his name?
right?
The blonde press secretary.
She's a pit bull, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I drawing a blank as
what?
well.
But anyway,
I remember the girl and then the dude before
You're
her.
not talking about Kellyanne Conway, right? She wasn't
No,
a press
she wasn't a
secretary.
press secretary.
All right.
The last one Trump had was pretty mean, wasn't she?
I don't know. I quit. You know what? The last 2 years of Trump, I quit watching anything political because it was just too polarizing. But this girl, she looks good.
She seems nice.
They ask her a Space
I'm
Force.
gonna
She
circle
does
back
seem
around.
nice. But they ask her a Space Force question, and she kind of makes a joke.
Asked whether the president has made a
I think
decision
she was
on
watching the
keeping
TV show
or
on
keeping the scope
Netflix.
of Space Force.
Wow, Space Force. It's the plane of today. It is an interesting question. I am happy to check with our Space Force point of contact. I'm not sure who that is. I will find out and see if we have any update on that. Go ahead.
I like watching the sign language lady.
Yeah.
Center mentions they put out a statement saying.
I like when the sign language person does like little dances or like this weird shit.
Rolls
like,
her eyes.
Why should you just have to like use your hand? You should be able to like freeform that
Interpretation.
shit, right?
Dude, what's the
Interpretive dance?
what's the sign language for Space Force?
Well, I was watching it.
Never ask a
kinda
question
like
you don't know the answer
space, and I didn't see what she did for force.
It's like this.
Force.
I seen her kind of roll her eyes at this chick.
It's
though, like,
space.
Force.
like this. This is, I think, force.
All right, so every press conference that I've watched
That
with
you've been
Jen Psaki, I think is her name. I might be pronouncing that name wrong.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
The one thing that is consistent is circle
Sakai.
back.
Yeah.
Sakai.
Sakai. Okay. All right. So let's watch a little bit of Jen Sakai. This is like a 1 minute montage of her.
Circle back is
Good
definitely.
afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. Just to give you a bit of a run of the show here, I will give all of the back pop and I'll answer a bunch of your questions as well. So it's an interesting question, but circle back, circle back. I'll have to just circle back with you. Circle back. I'll have to circle back, back. I'm happy to circle back with you. Circle back. I'll have to circle back. I'll have to just circle back with you. I hate to disappoint you, but I will have to circle back with you on that as well. Circle back.
Is that Michael Jackson at the end?
Yeah, it was Michael Jackson. He was in the movie theater eating popcorn. But yeah, I don't know what to think of her. Like, okay, she is like kind of like blunt and brutally honest. She's like, I don't know the answer to
Right.
that. I'll have to check it out and get back to you. Like, that's what we kind of want out of somebody in the position of authority. If you don't know an answer, don't make it up. Just say, I don't know, I'll have to check.
She seems extremely ordinary. Ordinary, doesn't she?
I think she's hot.
Okay.
Honest with you.
I just wonder.
Because she's ordinary.
How many times is she circling back with these people though?
Right.
Is she actually circling back, or is she just?
Can I get in a circle for a circle jerk to get circle back though? I mean,
Circle back.
I don't know.
R.I.P.
And
Fat
all respect
Joe.
to Mindy Sue, of course I would never like let
Right.
her circle jerk me, but
Of course.
speaking of
That guy
Mindy
might
Sue,
make you.
it was the incomparable Mindy Sue that actually sent me this little tidbit. This weekend on the UFC, this guy won his fight, Julian Marquez, and it's interesting who he called out after the fight. Do you know about this? You see this? You know about this?
I have not seen this. I was wanting to watch these fights this week.
What happened to his? What happened to his neck?
Starting on Twitter right now. I need you to
It's gone.
hashtag your city, hashtag your state.
He could fall out of a
hashtag
tree.
UFC Get Loud.
That's
And
a
let's see which country, which city, which state is the loudest fans, the loudest arena. I want to get you hyped. I want to hear you guys scream as loud as possible because y'all like to talk a lot of crap on that mic. But I want to hear you guys get loud. So hashtag UFC Loud and tell me what city, country, and state you are from. Let's get it, boys.
Julian Marquez angling for a job for the Kansas City Board of Tourism.
Let's go. We're
Well,
in it.
listen, man, forget about all that. Let's talk about you and let's talk about your fight. James Krause is screaming at you. At the end of the second round, in between rounds, he was screaming at you to go out there and get it done. You need to finish it, and that's exactly what you did. You came out angry. You caught him right before you caught him with a submission, you were hitting him with some big bombs. Tell me what was going through your mind when you had him up against the cage.
Man, I was sitting there just like, I have to get a finish. I'm not giving up. Everyone else gave up on me. They saw it was 2 rounds to nothing. James Krause was one of the only people that was sitting there believing me. I know all you fans out there were saying, no, this guy's done. This guy's done. But guess what? I came here to get the victory, and that's what I did. Can I make a call out?
You can make a call out.
All right, I've been waiting 31 months to get on this damn mic and to call these people out right now. It's my time to shine. So Miley Cyrus, will you be my Valentine's?
Miley, you heard the call out.
Let's go.
It's your turn to respond. Julian, congratulations on
Thank you
a
very
truly
much.
remarkable performance. I enjoyed it very, very.
All right, so it's long been said that when your fight ends, the promotion for your next fight begins.
Right.
So you should always have somebody to call out, right?
Yeah.
So he just called out Miley Cyrus.
Dude, I definitely think he practiced that speech in front of a mirror, drunk or high.
I don't think he wants to fight Miley Cyrus. I think he
No.
wants to Miley Cyrus.
He feels obliged to sodomize.
I don't know where he's going to put it, but yeah. But Miley Cyrus did respond, right?
Right, yeah. And she could definitely titty fuck him with her strap on. You see that?
This guy's talking about Miley Cyrus's response to him.
Taking this guy took a chance. He got an opportunity to call out a fighter, and instead he chose to call out Miley Cyrus.
I've been waiting 31 months to get on this damn mic and to call these people out right now. It's my time to shine. So Miley Cyrus, will you be my Valentine's?
Miley, you heard the call out.
Now hold on. He said, will you be my Valentine's?
Well, he also said that he was waiting 31 months to call these people out.
Right.
Miley Cyrus.
Well,
These people.
okay, so I think he was trying to like misdirect there because he has been injured and he hasn't fought in 31 months. So that's where that came from.
Well, he's definitely taking some headshots. I'm going to say that.
Yeah. But my question was, will you be my Valentine's? Isn't the correct nomenclature will you be my Valentine? Right?
Well,
he thinks
is this guy American?
Then again, he was just in a fight. He had gotten hit in the head.
Right.
So I'm just being critical. So
Dude, what about the fucking
all right, quit talking.
Lindsay Lohan,
I got that coming up.
David Letterman thing?
Call out. It's your turn to respond.
The pop star Miley Cyrus responded on Twitter saying, "Shave an MC into your chest hair and I'm yours. Happy V-Day and congrats, my love."
Dude, you think she
Come
would
on,
give it
Usman
up?
put this tweet out saying you deserve to be in there with me.
I know,
You're
maybe
the
they
next
go out on a
best in the
date, like a
division.
public date or
The bad
something.
part
I bet you
about
make
it
him
is
wear a rubber.
he tagged the wrong person. He tagged the pastor by the name of Gilbert Burke.
Okay, so here's the thing though. Would Miley Cyrus go out with that guy? And does he even have enough chest hair? I think Steve pointed this out. Does he even have enough chest hair to really carve an MC into the chest? I don't think he
Maybe
does.
she just likes to fuck.
Maybe she's just like, yeah, douchebag. Carve my initials into your chest hair, and then
right.
We can
But
go down.
yeah, whatever. All right, let's go through the rest of this shit real quick. Austin, you were talking about David Letterman and Lindsay Lohan, right?
Yeah.
I read that.
I totally have Lindsay's.
Before we get
back on
before we
this.
get to that, we got bear chases a skier down a hill.
Back. Witnesses shocked, some trying to distract it by screaming and whistling. The man is chased and eventually throws his backpack to the ground. Authorities say that
That
move
bear's
finally saved
moving
his
pretty
life
good.
because it
It's outrunning
distracted the
the
charging
steer.
bear long enough for him to escape.
He did a pretty cool move, which is a really safe one when you want to get away from the bear. He dropped his bag off.
This morning, we're hearing from eyewitnesses about those terrifying moments.
Some people were a bit like, just a little bit shaking.
Daniel Janae and Angel Somistu sharing this video of the same animal an hour earlier. Officials say there were multiple bear sightings at the Romanian ski resort.
Ski patrol lady stopped us. He was at the bottom of the slope, and he told us that there is a bear right there, and all the people that were down there.
So yeah, they're like, yeah, there was a bear here earlier, but we still let people keep skiing.
Right.
And then like, oh, now this bear's chasing this guy down the hill. It's like, well, maybe you should have told people not to ski
You
down
know
the
what?
hill.
When Jason lived in Alaska, he would strap a .357 Magnum outside his clothing to his chest in case shit happened. You know, because there's bears and there's all kinds of things that can kill you. Yeah,
Rubbing it.
a fucking moose. Yeah.
All right, well, we're at 6:54, so we got like 6 minutes left. So you wanted to see something about
6 minutes.
Lindsay Lohan and David Letterman.
I thought Dave Letterman bullied her. He was a total dick. What the fuck? I thought he was retired.
How long ago was this?
I was gonna say, it has to be a while ago.
Yesterday.
2 hours ago?
Yeah. I think it was today.
I'm not seeing a whole lot.
How long was the Philip DeFranco one?
Where's the Philip DeFranco one?
Anyway, just play anyone.
Well,
You see how much of a dick he is to her.
This was 2 days ago, okay. But it's a 2013 interview.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, why is it coming out now?
Do you not watch anything that goes on?
I do.
Tabloid
Now,
now?
here's what
May 2nd.
I was under the May 2nd.
Yes.
And how long will you be in rehab?
3 months.
How many times have you been in rehab?
Several.
And how will this time be different? What are they rehabbing, first of all? What is on their list? What are they going to work on when you walk through the door?
We didn't discuss this in the pre-interview.
No,
Just saying.
but it'll be 3 months, and you
No, I think to be honest, I'm the happiest when I'm working and the healthiest, and I think this is an opportunity for me to, focus on what I love in life, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a blessing, and
do you have addiction problems?
She's got a list of shit that he wants to bring up. She's like, I'm not going to do that.
Is this it, though?
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
now you sound like Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Is it like alcohol? Do you drink too much?
We've discussed this in the past.
Or did we really? When did we discuss?
Well, because
I'm the one who's having the blackouts. What is
I'm just saying.
I ought to be in rehab. Oh my God. So now, when you go to the rehab, what do they do?
We're here for a movie.
We have to what?
Let's stay on the positive.
Oh, what?
Like aside from that side of the positive.
Yeah. All right.
But here's the thing: when you come on the David Letterman show and then you like start saying, "Well, you can't talk about certain things."
I don't know why I thought this was in the past 2 days.
Yeah, it's like you almost thought David Letterman
Or,
still had a show.
can I run down a few things
Oh,
here?
can I see them first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks.
You can read them or not read them.
Okay.
Up here are the
I thought you were gonna be nice.
These are the appetizers up here. These are the main courses. There's your desserts down at the bottom. Those are the jokes.
Oh. Are you okay now? It feels like people should be helping you. Do you have money saved? Therapy? Ask yourself, why always in trouble? You can't make a joke of it.
That's so mean. I'm not joking.
No, you're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Maybe one or two?
No, this is my show now.
So,
I don't know why I thought that was there.
Oh, she's tearing up
I'm
a
glad
little
that
bit.
you
God
stuck up
bless
for
you.
yourself.
I mean, it was a pretty good back and forth, honestly. I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
And that's what she wants.
I thought it was recent.
All right.
I
don't
mean,
know why it's popping up
looks
now.
like a blind man cut her hair.
So it's
think she's
6:57.
sexy
We
as
have
fuck.
3 minutes left
Lindsay
to rot
Lohan.
this funk, to separate the good stuff from the junk. So
So-
get on the floor, move yourself around.
when I clown around with the underground.
Man, you can mix it up. You don't give up.
What else you got, guys? Anything?
Well, you know, it was Valentine's
Girls
Day.
that used to diss me, now they ask me if they can kiss me.
There you go.
Steve, it was Valentine's Day. Go ahead.
Yes, it was just Valentine's Day. It was my youngest son's 22nd birthday. That was a good day for him.
Which one is that?
Happy
That'd
birthday.
be Jordan. That'd be Jordan.
Jordan, guest of the show?
Yeah, he's been a guest on the show. There you go. And
Friend of the show?
5 minutes of fun. Yeah, definitely a friend of the show. Definitely a friend of the podcast.
Welcome to come back anytime he wants.
So, what about this damn weather we've been having, man?
Yeah,
It's
that.
ridiculous.
The
Not
Arctic,
only,
whatever.
yeah, not only down from Texas, but all the way up here. And they talk about global warming. I don't know about you guys.
We
but
definitely gotta talk over this.
I'm ready for a little global warming. I think that's just instrumental.
Nope.
There it was.
Well, here's the thing. Back in the era of 2001 to 2010, they called it global warming. After 2010, they called it climate change because they realized that like some areas were experiencing more Arctic or frigid temperatures, so they want to have it both ways. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
No.
I did deny that at one point I thought global warming was full of shit, and that was when Al Gore came out with his Inconvenient Truth video,
Right.
and I knew that was bullshit.
Man, bear, pig.
But baby monkeys, puppy baby monkey.
Man, bear, pig. That was the Al Gore on the South Park episode.
Right. But I do admit now that there probably is some climate change going on, but we've been lied about it for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and we've been lied about a lot of things. I think the WHO is coming out that the Wuhan disease or the Wuhan virus may have come from the lab after China had handpicked the people that they wanted to
12
come
monkeys,
investigate.
dude. 12 monkeys.
It came from a lab in China, but don't call it a Chinese virus because that's a hate crime.
Remember 12 Monkeys when she's like, what's in this vial? And he's like,
Like a man.
it doesn't smell like anything.
All right, we're out. It's 7 o'clock. Moon Club Podcast number 233.
Thank you, Matisse Love.
Matisse Love. Yeah, for sure.
From the start, we used to go after dark. Sometimes we rap, sometimes we sing. Cause it ain't no thing.
Moon Club Podcast number 233. YouTube version. We out.
Peace out.